You're in for a surprise if you're going to be trying out this easy peasy dry fried chicken recipe, which is super versatile because you can serve over some rice, fries, or even some ugali with some greens on the side, and it's going to turn out awesome. And because I have so many chicken recipes, and I definitely know that you have not tried out around 5 to 10 recipes, check in the description box where there's a playlist on chicken recipes. And as always, they turn out very delicious, scrumptious, and perfect every single time. This is a recipe for around 4 to 5 people. That is a family size recipe. And you'll need 1 whole chicken for the recipe, 2 cups of rice, which you're going to wash several times to get rid of the excess starch. Then you're going to soak the rice for around 15 to 20 minutes at most. And washing the rice is going to get rid of the excess starch in the rice. Also, you're going to prep up lots of onions. We have carrots, zucchini. I have some whole spices for my rice, garlic and ginger, chilies, a few spices, together with a few other ingredients which you're going to find listed in the description box down below. This is a very easy recipe which you can't miss out trying because the chicken is going to turn out so good. So I've chopped up my chicken into average size, as you can see. This, we have some chicken breast which I've chopped up. So the first step is going to be marinating the chicken, and you'll need very basic spices like paprika, garlic powder, cumin, and white pepper. So I'm going to add the spices into my bowl. Add in half of my garlic and ginger, 1 tablespoon of cooking oil, squeeze in juice of half a lemon, and I'm going to hold the seeds with my hands. Add in half a teaspoon of salt. Go in with my hands and massage in the seasoning on the chicken. Spices like cumin add in a very nice flavor into chicken, and also because it's a warm spice, the food is going to turn out very flavorful. As for the garlic powder, it's going to add in a very nice garlicky taste into the chicken. When it comes to taste, there's quite a difference when it comes to white and black pepper. So the white pepper is going to add in a very nice spicy kick into the chicken. The paprika the paprika is going to add in color into the chicken. As you can see, it's looking gorgeous. Once done, you're going to be marinating your chicken for at least 15 minutes as your rice is soaking. Marinating with some fresh garlic and ginger is going to make the most amazing flavorful chicken ever, because the garlic and ginger is going to add in a very nice flavor into the chicken. Once the chicken is fully marinated and the rice is soaked, we are going to get straight into cooking, and I'm going to start off by cooking my rice. So in a pot, that is a heavy bottomed pot, you're going to be placing over medium high flame. Then you're going to add in 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. When it comes to cooking rice, oil is very essential because it's going to help the rice not to clump together, and also it's going to add in flavor. Maybe you're using some olive oil to cook your rice. It's going to add in flavor. So I'm going to drain water from my rice. Spread the oil in the pan. Then you're going to add in some fennel seed, black peppercorns, and cardamon pods into your pot. Toast for around 30 seconds. And this is going to add in flavor into the cooking oil, as well as making the spices very flavorful. $30 in, you're going to catch a crackling sound from the fennel seeds. So be very careful so that the seeds don't pop into your eyes. So you're going to add in salt. And because you've already drained water from your rice, you're going to add into the pot. Toast your rice for around a minute so that the rice can soak in the flavorful cooking oil and also the nice flavor from the whole spices. When buying spices, always stock up some whole spices because they always come in handy. For example, you can add into rice, add in maybe cooking some chicken, or even spices like cloves, that is whole cloves. You can add into water and take early in the morning for that perfect healthy gut. The rice is very delicate from soaking, so don't overstir your rice as it's toasting because it's going to break into little pieces. And always cook your rice in a heavy bottomed pot for that perfect outcome because the heat is going to evenly distribute in the pot, hence your rice is going to perfectly cook. You'll notice that when you cook rice in a light pot, the bottom always burns and your rice never cooks perfectly. Yes, that is what I'm trying to say. So now I'm going to stir in my rice. I'm cooking 2 cups of rice. That means that I'm going to be adding in 4 cups of water. 1 part of rice equals to 2 parts of water. Now I'm going to add in my water because the rice is perfectly toasted. Then I'm going to stir in. If you always eyeball water when cooking rice, you'll find that every time you cook rice, you get a different outcome. So measuring your rice and water is very crucial if you want that perfect outcome. So I'm going to stir in the water, cook for around 4 to 5 minutes until the water is evaporated. Then I'm going to cover and simmer the rice for around 5 minutes. I forgot to add in some chicken stock cube, which is going to add in a nice flavor into the rice. Switch to another stove top and place a pot over medium-high flame. Add in a tablespoon of cooking oil because I've already added in 1 more tablespoon of cooking oil while marinating my chicken. Next, I'm going to add in 2 large white onions that I've cut into half moons. If you can't find white onion, you can use the regular red onion. Naturally, white onions are a little bit sweet than the red onion, so the sweetness is going to add in a very nice flavor into the chicken. So I'm going to reduce the flames to medium-low. Then I'm going to saute my onions for around a minute or 2 until the onions get a nice golden brown color, and this color is going to add in a very gorgeous look into the chicken, and all those natural sugars which are going to help the onions to caramelize are going to add in sweetness. Keep watch over your onions as they're cooking because we don't want the onions to burn. And in a matter of around a minute, you'll notice that the onions are wilting down. I'm going to add in a pinch of salt, which is going to help draw water from the onions, hence they're going to cook a little bit faster. This is how my onions are looking after 3 minutes, and as you can see, the onions are caramelizing and getting a gorgeous golden brown color. So because I don't want the onions to burn, I'm going to add in my chicken at this point. Use my spatula and spread the chicken. And then I'm going to add in my fresh garlic and ginger. Add in some chilies, which are quite optional. And then I'm going to add in a chicken stock cube, which is going to add in more chicken flavor into the dish, and also it's going to add in a very nice taste into the chicken. I always wash my chicken before cooking, so I'm not going to be adding in any more water into the pot, because the chicken is going to drain the water and cook in its own juices, and it's going to turn out very delicious. Just make sure to reduce the flames to low so that the chicken can slowly cook while you watch over the chicken. 2 minutes in, I'm going to check on my chicken, and wow, there's a very nice aroma once I remove the lid. So I'm going to toss a little bit to make sure nothing is burning. Then I'm going to place back the lid and let everything slowly cook. If you notice that your pot is burning, you can add in a splash of water. And after cooking, just look at the caramelization on the chicken. This is looking so gorgeous. This is the amount of liquid that the chicken has produced. So I'm going to cook for a further 4 to 5 minutes. Once you notice that your chicken is almost done cooking, you're going to add in some carrots, zucchini, check the seasoning. If it's not perfect, you're going to add in some more salt. So I'm going to cover and cook the veggies together with the chicken for around 2 to 3 more minutes. My rice is ready. Just look at that. So I'm going to use a fork and fluff up my rice. And as you can see, the rice is perfectly cooked. We have the whole spices popping here and there. So I'm going to serve. Check on my chicken. This is after around 2 minutes. So I'm going to use my spatula and stir in the veggies so that they can soak in all the goodness from the chicken juices. Wow, the aroma in the kitchen is absolutely amazing. And as you can see, the chicken is almost falling apart. So because it's ready and everything is perfect, I'm going to serve. This is how the chicken should be looking. As you can see, we still have some soup, which is quite enough for having some rice. So I'm going to serve myself some of this gorgeous chicken. This is going to be a game changer because the dry fried chicken has turned out so good. I love that we have some orange and green color popping in the chicken from the carrots and zucchini. And also the chicken is perfectly cooked, super moist, not too dry, and it's just perfect for every bite. Hope you'll be giving this recipe a try and tell me in the comment section how the chicken turns out.